Hello and welcome to my new location. I won't say where, but it's new, sort of. So, hello to everyone who follows me on Twitter or on YouTube. The first thing is, I've moved! It's a little bit weird to say that, because I hadn't expected to move just yet, but I have. And one nice thing about the new place is I actually have my own room to do all my projects in, and basically I'm going to slowly turn it into an electronics lab. So there's some project updates which have happened recently. The main one which you may have seen if you're following me on Twitter or YouTube is the companion cube lights, which I did for my girlfriend. Basically they came with AC 110 volt input only, and needed them to work in Australia, which has 240 volts AC. So converted them to LEDs and they apparently work well enough, so my girlfriend's happy. I used that project to finally learn KiCad. And all the files and the program, which is on the Arduino, is on GitHub, so you'll be able to download that if you so desire and reproduce it. I'd like to thank some of the members at the Connected Community Hackerspace here in Melbourne. Contextual Electronics, mainly Chris Gamble, because he's getting to Blinky series was most useful in learning KiCad, and also Adafruit for having the NeoPixel library, which was definitely useful in doing the animation, and also just getting the idea of lighting up these companion cubes in that manner. So one of the other things I'm probably going to be doing as a little quick project is making a adapter for a TFT touchscreen display they have. So it shouldn't take too long to make that, and hopefully that'll be done in a couple of weeks or so. Bit of update on my 3D printer. The PC, I'm working on a PCB, which you may have seen on my site blog. The theoretical layout is complete, so I know roughly where everything's going. But I still need to complete the schematic in KiCad and also the PCB layout, as it will be a 4-layer PCB, and hopefully they'll be done in the next 2 weeks or so. I also recently got a infrared reflow oven. I received it back in November and I've pulled it apart and put a few pictures on Twitter, but I'll also be doing a little review on my website. I haven't really used it or unpacked it since the move, because shortly after I got it is when we started looking at moving. So I haven't had a chance to start reverse engineering the electronics, which means that I can then rewrite the firmware, so it's a lot better, because the firmware's a bit beep. There's also Project SEPA and Project Mare, so my small electric plane autopilot. The nice thing is that this plane here has finally flown, so I'll put a little bit of footage, hopefully around here somewhere-ish. And that has meant that I finally know roughly how this plane flies, which allowed me to work out the dynamics of this particular aircraft a little bit better, because I know how it flies and the input used to put into it. So what I might start off with is trying to get it to just automatically land itself, which could be interesting, because currently I'm flying it in the local park here. I'm also looking at designing the little PCB that's meant to go in all my autopilot projects, which should be pretty small and reasonably easy, but I do need to pick a few more sensors to be able to complete that. And it'll also have a little micro SD card, which means that it can record data straight to the SD card. So I have essentially a little black box. The helicopter still has not taken off after, I think I've had it for now 2.5 years or so. And currently I'm focusing on the planes initially, but later in the year I'm hoping that I'll get that off the ground and probably will have some type of safety mechanism, because I've never flown a helicopter like this before, so I'm a little bit concerned that I don't have the skills necessary to fly it, which sort of begs the question why I picked that helicopter, but oh well, we'll see how it goes. The Raspberry Rover project that I've been, well, not working on, it's probably the best way of saying it. It's been several months since I actually last worked on it. However, on this Saturday I'm going to the Connected Community Hackerspace, and I'll be working on it on the Saturday, as there's also Melbourne Raspberry Pi Jam at the same time, or at least I still believe it will be. And basically the last component that's needed is a bit of software so that I can control it slightly better. That robot will be getting a design in the future, redesign in the future. The main bit that I'll probably start on reasonably soon is just redoing all the electronics for that robot. However, a new chassis is definitely in order in some time. And the last project that's on my list is my Halo armor, which I'm planning to hopefully get done before an event in April. And, my girlfriend's going to be helping with that. So hopefully I'll get that done, and there might be some pictures on Twitter and hopefully on my website on the progress that I do on the armour. My girlfriend's also doing her own armour, so there probably will be updates on her Twitter as well. Alright, that's about it for now. Hopefully there will be some more videos soon enough of the Raspberry Rover project, because I had originally planned to do a video of that, but unfortunately I just did not like the how the video turned out, so I'll be redoing that soon enough. Hopefully when the Raspberry Rover is actually working properly. And yeah, that should be about it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Kitty!